Despite all of the highs he's experienced, Matt Damon has also courted his share of tragedy and hardship, both on and off set. From losing an incredibly important family member to struggling with fame and depression, the actor has never shied away from opening up about the low points in his life. A year before he became a household name, Matt Damon appeared in 1996's Courage Under Fire, opposite Denzel Washington and Meg Ryan. It was one of his first big roles, and the young actor went all in, slimming down to just 139 pounds from around 190 pounds in order to portray a drug-addicted Gulf War veteran. As he shared during a 2016 Reddit AMA, that was his most challenging role ever, and it almost killed him. Rather than seeking professional help, Damon decided to shed the weight on his own, running 13 miles a day and eating nothing but chicken breast. He told fans, "I just made it up and did what I thought I had to do." And while he did hit his target weight, his diet was unhealthy, and it took a real toll on his body. A doctor later told him his heart could have shrunk permanently due to the lack of nutrients he was getting. Not to mention, he was already feeling the side effects while on set. He explained, "I was a wreck. I was getting dizzy spells and hot flashes." As Jordan Mazer, the now director of nutrition for the San Francisco 49ers, told Men's Journal, while solely eating chicken breast can help you lose weight, it comes with major long-term risks. He explained, "You're missing out on many other important nutrients your body needs to function and thrive. It will catch up to you." For all the box office hits that Matt Damon has filmed, he's also starred in some major flops. From The Last Duel to The Great Wall, the actor knows what it's like to tank, but that hasn't been the hardest part of his career. Rather, as he told Jake's Takes in 2023, his biggest struggle as an actor came on the set of an unspecified film when he realized he was making a flop while shooting it.
That sometimes you find yourself in a movie that you know perhaps might not be what you had hoped it would be, and you're still making it.
With months to go and no way to turn things around, he was feeling hopeless. He admitted, "I fell into a depression about what have I done?" Luckily, his wife, Luciana Barroso, talked him through it and pushed him to keep going.
And she just said, "We're here now." When you do the 15-hour day and give it absolutely everything, even in what you know is going to be, a losing effort.
While Damon didn't name names, it sure sounds like he could have been referring to 2016's The Great Wall. He previously told the WTF podcast in 2021 that the flick fell apart while filming, noting he realized early on that, quote, "it doesn't cohere. It doesn't work as a movie." Matt Damon was incredibly close to his father, actor Kent Damon, who died in December 2017 at the age of 75 from a rare blood disease called multiple myeloma. Kent had been diagnosed in 2010 with what Mayo Clinic explains is a type of cancer that forms inside white blood cells called plasma cells. Side effects include bone pain, fragile bones, kidney problems, and anemia, and as Damon told the Off-Camera Show in 2018, it was a long and painful struggle. Well, all that Matt and his brother Kyle Damon could do was watch. They decided to be by his side every step of the way.
The last year of his life, we moved back to Boston, and we were just in the hospital for a year. So we had a lot of conversations.
They also watched a lot of baseball and cracked a lot of jokes, but it wasn't easy. Before his father's passing, the actor said, "It's been a slow unfolding. We'll take any prayers you got." Proving just how tight their bond was, Matt honored his late father with a tattoo in March 2023. Los Angeles artist Winter Stone posted the ink to Instagram. The word nomad, both the name of his father's boat and the surname Damon spelled backwards, in delicate, thin cursive writing. His death hit Matt Damon hard, but the loss also shook up his entire outlook on life. Sitting down with CNN's Chris Wallace in 2023, the actor shared how his dad's passing in 2017 deeply impacted the way he approached each new day.
You start to feel like, I want to make every second count. I don't want to fritter away time anymore.
Ben Affleck, who was also extremely close to Kent, was similarly impacted. The effect was compounded by streaming Peter Jackson's 2011 documentary, The Beatles Get Back, recalling the final moments of the film when the band is seen playing their last ever live gig on a London rooftop. He mused, "It made me so sad because you look at them and they're so happy." That was all the inspiration he needed to pick up the phone and place a very important call to Affleck. He recalled, "I said, look man, we were talking about doing this and it's been 25 years or something since Good Will Hunting. What are we doing?" Damon was adamant that they should stop putting it off and start collaborating more immediately. And so they did. In 2022, they co-founded a new production company called Artists Equity. Its first project was none other than 2023's Air, which they both starred in and which Affleck also directed. The list of actors we've lost far too soon sadly continues to grow with each year that passes, and a number of those losses have hit close to home for Matt Damon. In 2013, for example, he spoke to paparazzi about Paul Walker's tragic death, saying per TMZ, quote, "It's f***ing horrible." Then in 2014, he shared an emotional tribute to his Good Will Hunting co-star Robin Williams, telling Yahoo, "Ben and I owe everything to him. I look around at the life I have and how blessed I feel, and so much of it started with him." As he explained, Good Will Hunting was in pre-production for 2 years and faced an uncertain future before Williams agreed to appear in the film, spurring execs to finally get it made. Damon also praised him for being, quote, "the funniest person that I ever met in my life," and an all-around great person. Speaking with The Guardian in 2015, a year after Williams' death by suicide, Damon said he hoped something good would come from the tragedy, musing, "I hoped that it could lead to a wider discussion about mental health, because if somebody that incredible and wonderful, just such a light, could be living with that, hopefully it could give other people permission to talk about this to people around them."